Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody, how are you?
Hello, Bob. How are you today?
We got some pretty good service here today. That's a good thing.
Look at that.
Lucky Dog Productions, Bob, hi.
And we got
Steve from
Stephen,
Adventures in Arizona.
Oki, and Lucas. Hello, guys.
Carol,
Hi,
hi,
Carol.
Carol, how are you?
How are you?
Hope everything is good with you guys. Everything's going pretty good here.
Miss Melanie just popped in. Hello, Miss
Hey,
Melanie.
Melanie, how are you?
And Bob says he's still got a cold. Sorry, Bob.
That's too
Hopefully, you
bad.
feel better quick. Is
Too
Sue, is
bad.
Sue feeling well? Not feeling well as well? And that doesn't make sense. Is Sue not feeling well? Does Sue have it? I guess I should try
Yeah,
to say.
does Sue have the cold too? We're wondering.
Right. Let's get the words out.
We are wondering. So
Stupid cold's been going on for 6 weeks. Oh my, that's a long time.
6 weeks, my God.
That's a long time.
Wow. That is a long time.
Hello, Sam Gloves. How are you today? Glad you came to join us.
Hey, Sam. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome.
I washed my glasses so I can see better this week. I figured if I clean the glasses, maybe it'll work. Hi, bud. I can say hi.
It's hard to read today. It's hard to read for some reason. I wish we could make the font bigger. Maybe we can somehow, but I don't know how or whatever. But Adventures and Gardening. Hello.
Hello. How are you today? Thanks for joining us again. Aboard. Spike says hello to everybody.
Hey, buddy.
He's that sweet boy.
Hey, buddy.
Gracie was sleeping in the chair, but I don't know where she is now. Where's it, Gracie? She's right here by my leg.
Oh, Gracie's down here.
Go see your dad's side.
Down here. Spike's over here.
Go see your dad's side.
I can get Gracie. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing okay? Steve, you're telling me it's 108 degrees there in Arizona still, huh? Wow. Summer just won't let up for you all down there, huh? Tom and Lori RV Life have been complaining about how hot it is down there too. There's Tim from CRView. Hey, Tim. I'm glad to hear that Gracie's.
And hopefully Gracie's with you.
I'm glad to hear that Gracie's
doing so well. Yes.
So well. She's
in a rehab place.
She's I guess fixing to get out of the rehab place. The last I heard, they're ready to let her, to let her go. She's doing good. She's chipper. She's in a good mood. She's ready to go back to work. So that's a good thing, guys. Thank you for all your prayers and all your help for those people too. They're nice people. They're wonderful people.
Bob just said he's watching the hurricane out in the Gulf. Looks like we're gonna get it this time. No,
Bob.
Oh boy, we'll say a prayer for sure.
You
guys have managed to avoid them ever since we've known you. So
I watched it. I watched that last one close. I was worried about you guys, but I missed you by quite a bit. So
hi, Cindy. How are you today?
Hey, Cindy Hogan. Hello, and Tim Taru, our buddy, Mr. Tim over at More Bang for Your Bucks, who is right now currently, from what I understand, again rebuilding his van. And every time he rebuilds his van, he makes improvements. So I'm kind of anxious to see what he's up to.
Tim just said that they just walked around the courtyard. He just walked around the courtyard with Gracie, and she's doing really good. Yeah. That's the best news. It really is. What a difference a week makes. That saying is something else, but boy, in this case, it really is something else because she has done major things in a week.
Yeah, so you guys are baking out down there, Steve. Yeah, still hot. I mean, it must be relentless. Normally by now, you all are getting a little bit of a break, And it's our friend Tony from Stone Wolf Outdoors.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Welcome. As always, it's wonderful to have you aboard.
Yay for Gracie. That's so true, Steve. We're so happy.
We're so glad for everybody's prayers and anybody who's helped or anything or had them in your thoughts or whatever. Yes. Thank you so much.
Because, all the prayers work.
Tim's a buddy of mine, and we love Gracie and Crystal, and we've been really, really, really worried about all of them. So.
Hi. All right, Gracie, go see Dad, and he'll take
you up. It looks like they're on, everybody's on the mend. Things are looking up. I mean, can only go up from where Gracie was. I mean,
I know. So true.
A good thing.
Bob said, boy, the dogs have grown so much. I know they have grown a lot since you've seen them, haven't they? Bob saw them last, April? So May, June, July, August, September, October. They're 6 months older.
They've grown a lot.
And unfortunately, they've been sleeping since we got home. We went over to the RV today to try and get that. He's got to go get a sticker tomorrow. So
Finicky Franny goes for his sticker tomorrow. I got it all set. We just got all I'm going to have. They're going to put the sticker on it. If it passes, which it should. I checked it out. It seemed fine. And they're going to grease the front hub for me. I gave it an attempt.
You got an air fight for everybody.
But I don't have the proper tool to take that that dust cover off and all of that. And my dad and I had all we could do to put the tire back on and all that. So I said, the heck with it. I'm just gonna have the people in the shop grease the hubs. Other than that, she's ready to fly. I got to do some air conditioning service on it, but that's it. I mean, we're ready. We're ready to head for Quartzsite. We're very, very excited. Susie had a little bit of a downfall, right, Sue? Her blood test came back, and her numbers went up a little bit, but then she did another set of blood tests, and they're on their way back down again. So
I'm on my way down on prednisone, so that's why
good. But we're assuming it's something to do with her trying to go off of
the prednisone, yeah.
Prednisone. Yes, Mass does have a vehicle inspection requirement, Steve. Yes.
Yeah, once a year.
Yeah. Last year we had trouble passing because one of our my seatbelt light was on in the dashboard. We were fixing to leave and they couldn't find the part and blah 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 blah. And it didn't look like we were going to leave on time to make it to N23 last year. But then they ended up finding the part. That's Leck Auto Body in New Bedford, Massachusetts. If you're ever around, you need somebody to work on your vehicle, I highly suggest those guys. I trust them. They've done a lot of good work for us.
Yeah.
They really have.
Hello, Lorna. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us. A sticker. Carol loves the way I say sticker.
Sticker.
Gotta get a sticker on the car.
Sticker on the car.
Merton, we do have them. Yeah, you already read that.
Yeah, there's no inspection in Arizona, Steve. I mean, I like the fact that there's no inspection in some of the states, but I dislike the fact that you're trusting people to keep brakes in their car. And, I don't know. Yeah, I mean.
Carol's saying that they have to get.
I think there's definitely a place for state inspection, okay, which is just brakes, exhaust, tires, make sure the front end's tight, it's not going to fall off. They don't have to get into all of these crazy details like they do here in Massachusetts, and right, Sue? I mean, they'll make you jump through hoops to get a sticker, but there is a place for it.
Hello, Dee. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us, Dee. We just started, so you're right on time.
Sorry, was at the store. I wanted to be here earlier.
You're right on time.
Dee, you are right on time, and thank you so much for stopping by.
Zeta Eisenberg, that's a new friend from Scotland. Ooh.
Oh, Scotland, all the way over the big pond.
The Bud Files. Oh, you shared. How sweet. The Bud Files shared us out.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much, guys.
Wow.
It's very special. We haven't seen them stop in a while, but that's very sweet. They shared us out.
I just watched one of their videos. It was really good. Joe is smart, too, by the way. Joe is very interesting to listen to about when he does his history lessons and he really gets into detail. He does it really, really well. So if you haven't ever checked out the Bud Files, check them out because it's an entertaining channel. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, the inspection stickers are hard for low-income folks because it could, last year his dad was going crazy because the light was on and he could not figure out how to get it to go off. And he spent a lot of money trying to get it to do because he had to get his inspection sticker. And it comes to the point where if you're not going to get it, you're going to get a rejection sticker, and then there goes your insurance.
And then once you get the rejection sticker, your insurance is canceled, and then when the insurance is canceled here in Massachusetts, you automatically lose your registration. So that's it. You're done. The car is shut down. When we used to do inspections when I was a kid at my dad's station, it was called a safety inspection, and it was just that. You check for a loose front end, you check the brakes, and you made sure that the emergency brake worked, and that's basically what we did. We made sure all the lights worked and stuff. So it wasn't too hard on people. But I would say even a low-income person needs brakes,
right.
Because, So I'm just saying, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but, I think trusting people to keep their own brakes on the car is a little scary to me. That's all. I'm just saying.
Especially people
not for me because I'm a mechanic and I'll put brakes on it. Yeah, and especially for people with low income, heavy. I get that. But
heavy.
I don't know. I just want people to. I want to know the person behind me when I'm stopping can stop. That's all right, Sue.
Right. I know. It's very true. But I'm the kind of person who drives around with my inspection sticker that was due in August, and I hadn't gotten it because I don't even look at the darn thing.
I anally look at my inspection sticker. I swear to God. I mean, I'll just get my inspection sticker, and I'm still looking to see if it's right because, if you get into an accident and you don't have a safety inspection sticker in a state you're supposed to have a safety inspection in, the insurance company can just kind of wipe their hands of you.
If you get in an accident.
If you get into an accident for some reason. So, if you're going to pay the insurance and you're going to pay for the automobile and you're going to do all of that, then you might want to make sure you get an inspection sticker.
I was out doing errands the other day, and I had my whole list of errands, and I had one list I had started that said sticker on it.
Sticker.
And my list I took with me, I forgot to write sticker. I was doing it by memory. And of course, I never think of my sticker. So needless to say, I went off and he goes, I called him on my way home. I'm on my way home. He goes, you get your sticker? I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. So I called where I normally go, and they were closed. They were closing in like 10 minutes. So that wasn't going to happen. So then I was on the way home. He's like, you really got to get that sticker. I don't want you driving that car without a sticker. And so I went to we call it my son's gas station because that's where he goes for gas. And so I said, oh, new place right here in our new town.
Just a couple
I pulled in. I'm like, okay, sticker. Yep, I can get a sticker here. So within 5 minutes, I had a sticker, and all was well.
Yeah, and I've never had a shop try to drum up work on me or nothing either. I mean, because I'm a mechanic and I know what that, if they're telling me wrong.
Hello, DDK. That's a new friend for us. How are you? Our doggies' names are Spike and Gracie.
And Gracie, the big guy is Spike.
This is Spiky. That's a Spike.
That's Spike. He's
who wants to keep coming up, but he doesn't want to sit still. He doesn't really have a lot. It's hard to sit in a straight chair holding him.
He's 23 pounds. And
Cindy said she thinks there's no way that he's 23 pounds.
And an absolute love ball. I don't care what Cindy says. I'll have to weigh him to figure that out. But anyways, the last time we weighed Spike, he was 22 pounds. And Gracie weighs supposedly 20.
Cindy's like, there's no way there's 20 pounds to 20 to. She thinks he's 5 pounds more.
I would say 5 pounds more, yeah.
She's thinking that he's 25.
We need to get a good scale here.
We're carrying precious cargo. That's right, Carol. We are carrying precious cargo. Come on, Bubba. Go down, play.
It says, LOL, Milton. Just big guy decides when it's my time. Yeah, I guess you're right. We can't control ignorant people driving unsafe vehicles. I know. You're right. Absolutely.
Cindy said, I remember my dad complaining about inspections in PA growing up every 6 months. That would be terrible.
My God, that would be, yeah.
Hello, Dan and Kathy. How are you guys?
Handicapped Traveler is on board, folks.
And Carol was telling me that she watched. I know he watched your video with Vanilla Gorilla. He talked about it.
Cheese tasting. It was hilarious.
Yeah, he talked about it a couple weeks ago. But Carol said she finally saw it and said she was laughing. She said she was rolling around on the ground laughing.
It was fun. It was a
you want that again? You want back? He wants back. Well, where you gonna go, bud? You want to go to Dad? So how are you guys doing? Dan and Kathy, I hope you guys are doing well. And they had a little scare with their little baby, but she's doing better last I heard. I hope she's still doing good. It was very funny, he says. Yeah, I bet it was.
It was a funny
I got to watch it. I got to take the time to stop and watch it.
Okay, buddy, you're gone.
Yeah, he doesn't. He wants to keep wiggling.
He wants to be here, but he don't want to be here.
Right. So he wants to.
What are you gonna do with a 22-pound dog flailing around in your arms? You can't.
Yeah,
really,
he gets
really do too much.
It's one thing when you sit in the recliner and your legs are up and he's got space to move, but when you sit in a straight chair, it's not quite as much room.
So I have I have 15 days of work left, and we have 25 days before we head to Quartzsite if all systems are go.
Right. Maxie's always very healthy. Yeah, you're very lucky.
Maxie's a good little dog.
You're very lucky. Oh, here he is again.
He's a good little dog.
He's back. Well, how many pounds of him? He's heavy. Maxie, Dee, I hope you're having a pretty good year. I know you've had a tough one so far. How are you holding up with the heat? I know Steve just said it's 108 there, so I know it's we've talked to Roy and Becky, and it's been around 100. We talked to them. That was last week, I think. We talked to them last Sunday. In fact, we talked to them. So 81 is torturing. Yeah, right. I know we're rather spoiled here. We're more like where Cindy's at. Cindy said she's at 78 in New Jersey.
It was cold enough this morning.
It was chilly.
When I walked the dogs, I actually had my winter heating coat on. I had it on 65 degrees centigrade, which is 141 degrees Fahrenheit. So it kept me nice and toasty. But yeah, it's getting cold around here in the mornings. I got a nice set of heated gloves for work too. So when I'm driving my machine,
where are you going?
My hands don't freeze, So those are nice. Sister. I got those. Those are really cool.
DDK said, I love Boston's. Was wondering if yours are siblings. Yes, they are. They're brother and sister. Same. Yes, we got them from Devil Dog and Devil Dog's Keeper. They breed them, the pretty brown and white ones. Well, they're called chocolate and white. Our other dogs were red and white. These guys are chocolate and white.
No. Go
they come
play.
out and camp with you guys for a few days. Oh,
Oh my
we'd love
God,
to
we'd
see
be
you.
honored, Dave. Please
yes,
do.
we would love
We
it.
would love that we can hang out, you know. And you won't hear our generator running hardly at all because we have the solar now, so we don't aggravate people with the generator hardly at all. Maybe in the middle of the day we'll run it for a couple of hours if we have to keep up and use an air conditioner. But generally when we're down there, we don't have to use one. We can actually go hang out with Tom and Lori a little bit this year too, if we wanted to, because I could never hang out with Tom and Lori because he complained to me one time about people's generators. So I always felt bad. I didn't want to, you know, pull up next to him and have to reuse my generator. But we have plenty of, you know, solar now.
Oh, Tony says he hopes it cools off before he gets
Tom
there next week.
Tom and Lori, solar snobs.
Hi, Tom and Lori.
I was just saying we might be able to go hang with you guys a little bit this year because we have enough solar now where we don't have to run our generator basically at all for the most part, you know, especially in Arizona where there's plenty of sunshine. Around here in the Northeast where you can get 3 days of cloudiness, not so much.
Carol says you're not excited, are you?
I'm very excited. Yeah. I'm very excited. I got Finicky Fanny all done. All we got to do is keep Susie healthy enough to get into the cockpit and off we go.
Bosses are the best. I agree. They're fun breed. They're a little hyper at first. I mean, it takes they're 10 months now. So 10 months, they're still pretty hyper. They're just hyper when it comes to meeting people. So we got to do some learning on that. But that's one of those things that I don't think they ever get better at that.
Well, we have to work on it like individually. Like it's when you have two dogs and both dogs are trying to do something at the same time, it becomes really difficult to control it because just about the time you get control of one, the other one's doing something and then the other one's doing something. So we need to like work on individual introductions and then maybe go with them together. Like even walking right now, I've got Spike here, so he walks wonderful.
He's a good boy.
Gracie, not so much. She's always going to be pulling on you.
Gracie has a one-track mind.
I need to like work individually. Once we get, on the road and stuff and I'm not working, I'm going to walk one in the morning and one at night. And that way I'll work with them and then eventually go back to walking together.
It's really crazy because at his dad's house, he walks them every day and they walk perfectly. He'll come home and he always gives them a grade. He'll come home. Usually they get B's. But since we've been here, Gracie's all excited about new areas and she's just a little crazy person. So she's been getting C minuses. So she's not doing so well. I know. I saw that.
Tom says, even with the Jenny running, you guys are always fun to hang with.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. I promise you, if we hang, you won't hit my generator. That's
right.
Sure.
You would have enjoyed when we met Jeff and Tammy, spent a whole day with them. Jeff and I get along so well, and our humor is very. Yes, I would have to say that's very true, Dan.
Very similar. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Except I think you're a little bit more drier than Jeff. Jeff at least does crack a smile where Dan sometimes you don't even know he's telling a joke. He's so good at it.
Dry humor, I call it. Like it's like he'll say.
I bet it's a fun group.
Tim from more bang is like that. He has dry humor. He'll say something that's just freaking hilarious and with like a straight face, it's funny.
My silly boy. He's such a silly boy. Gracie has grown. I know. Can't wait to see.
It's amazing, Tim, how much they've grown.
I know they've so
tripled
big
in size since you guys saw them last.
I know, yeah, because they were only how we left in April. Yeah, so they were only January, February, March, April. They were only 4 months old.
Tim says hyper, and then he says energetic bunnies got to run for the monies with them for fur babies. Tim knows because he spent like an hour and a half straight throwing stuff for him.
Yes.
So.
All right, Spike.
And we get to spend some really, really fun time with Tim. Tim was down 3 weeks back now? It don't seem like it, right?
Does it? It does.
3-4 weeks back or whatever.
It's hard to believe. Tim, where are you now? Are you home?
He was in Boston. He's home and he's rebuilding his van again.
Oh, okay. You already know that. All right.
So and I'm sure he's doing a video on it. And every time he rebuilds his van, you think, well, he had it down pretty pat to begin with. He makes good improvements, So.
He's just amazing in what he does with his vans. You guys are a perfect example of being thankful for good health. Never take it for granted because it can change in an instant. That is so true, Steve.
There's so doubt about it.
So true.
Look at Tim and Gracie and Crystal. They're all. It's a happy family, and then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, life changes in a second. Jane Bray.
Hello, Jane.
Our favorite Canadian lady.
How are you?
How are you?
And Steve, you have an idea of what that is too, because you know what it was like when you had to rush Oki into the hospital for her kidney stones. So we all know, we're one step away.
We become the older we get, the more aware of that we really become, it seems. When we're young and we're riding around and doing 100 miles an hour all over the place, feeling invincible and all that stuff when you're young. But then when you get older, you realize, life's short. Jane, welcome. And Jane, I'm going to ask you, can we call you? And if it's yes.
No, we cannot call her.
You cannot call her. Okay.
We should only text, right? Or can we? Wait, no, I might have that wrong. I think we may be able to call her. She can't call us.
If we can call you, Jane, let us know, because we would like to call you at some point and have a conversation with you all.
And Tim says he's in California right now. He's not back in Chicago. So he's in the warmth of the California heat, I'm sure.
Sue, welcome.
Hi, Sue.
Not the same without you here.
I know, Sue. We missed you.
We did. We missed you.
Don't watch YouTube too much. You got more ideas and got itchy to tweak the build. Oh, there you go.
Yep. I hope I guarantee you're filming it, and I guarantee it'll be an interesting video. That's for sure.
Okay, wait. Jane said something. Jane, yes, you can call, but she can only text us.
Okay,
but we can call her.
Okay.
All right, so I can call you at some point then.
Yeah, okay.
And your time is your time the same as our time?
No,
are you still? I think some parts of Canada are still on Eastern time. Are you on Eastern time, Jane? That way we're not calling you. Well, I know you're up at 5 o'clock in the morning anyways, but not that I'd be calling you.
We don't want to call them at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I think I know, because I know Tony and Joni are on our time. So, but she's I think on the other side. I don't know. The kids think I'm getting worse and more daring as I get older and in worse health. Oh.
Who said this?
The kids think he's getting worse and more daring as he gets older and in worse health. That's Dan.
Sue says, sorry, I'm late. Been talking to her family, and she's worried about them because they are right in the path of this crazy storm. I'm really worried about it, you guys. I really am. I was worried about y'all in the last storm, but then I was watching it, realized it wasn't anyways near y'all.
Oh, she's 3:21, so she's 2 hours earlier than us. Jane is. Because we're 5:21 now, I'm sure.
Okay, so
she's
we won't call you at 5 o'clock in the morning, Jane. Don't worry.
So it's 2 hours earlier.
We can call her
we just got to remember that she's 2 hours earlier.
4 afternoon or later or something like that.
Right. We just got to remember that she's 2 hours earlier. Okay.
I want to find some details out, Jane, what your travel plans are exactly, and what are your travel plans? When are you leaving? When are you getting to Quartzsite? Have you heard from Badge? Is Badge coming? How about Jen? Is Jen coming? All our Canadian friends, we want to go hang with them again. We made a lot of Canadian friends.
We have.
We really did. They're nice people.
We met a lot of nice people. Dan, I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you. Yes, I am doing better. I'm trying to go off my prednisone right now, so I'm little here or there. As I go down, I get a little bit tired. So I'm not sure. The doctor didn't like my blood work last week because my swelling, my inflammation all went up. But I think that's just because
it didn't go crazy.
Yeah, it's just because of going down off the prednisone.
And we happen to have
Mexican the night before.
Mexican the night before, which was loaded with salt. So we need to be a little more aware. Like, hey, Sue, if you're gonna go for a blood test next day, you might want to eat a salad and a little bit of tuna fish.
Nope. We can't go that
salad
way.
And tuna fish.
I got him. Go that way. You can't go that way.
Right, stay down now, buddy.
Go sit with sister.
You're crazy. Badge said he cannot make it this year. Oh
no.
Man. That's too bad.
Oh my!
I'm gonna have to get in touch with him. And
yes, Steve, definitely prayers for everyone on the path of the storm. It's been a tough year. Everyone's gotten hit so hard. We've seen a lot of the pictures of the hurricane, and it's just so bad. I guess most people from what Sue and Bob said, most people in Florida did okay with the first storm.
I saw some pictures that didn't look okay to me, but
Jane said she hasn't been to the doctors in 11 years and has no medical insurance. Wow. Well, you don't need medical insurance in Canada, right?
You go, girl. That's all I
know, right? Yeah, Tampa looks like it's going to get hit. Oh, dude. Oh, geez. Too bad for Badge. That's too bad. We'll miss seeing him. Had a lot of fun with him.
Jane says, we've traveled 17,000 miles in the United States with God's insurance instead of man's insurance.
There you go.
That's good. Spike, off now. Come on.
Didn't have any issues with Helene. Only a quarter inch of rain and little wind. Yeah, that was great for Bob and Sue. We traveled. Yeah. God's insurance. There we go.
BN.
We're praying for everyone in Florida.
Odyssey.
Yes.
You've heard of the
Hello.
name?
Yeah, they were here last week. Remember all the pretty
that's right.
flowers.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us
Thank
again.
you so much. I'm glad to have you on board again. That's right. I forgot you all were here last week. Thank you.
Yeah, that is awesome, Jane. Oh, you got to go back for more dental work? Oh, I thought you had everything done last time. Lots of damage on the Gulf side of Florida.
There was.
Oh, from Tampa on up through the Big Bend, Perry County. We're traveling. Robert has. Oh, did he get hit? Well, did he get hit too back down there?
Yeah. How does Pelican make out? All right.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize that either. I knew he was up in that area, but I didn't realize that his exact area got hit.
Jeez.
I haven't watched the Traveling Robert video now, and God, I don't know.
I know we just get so busy doing stuff around here.
I haven't been watching a lot of videos at all. I've just been straight out all summer between working on the new house, working on Finicky Franny, taking care of Susie because earlier in the summer she was sick, and I had to do a lot of the stuff. And so, it's just been like a really
been crazy.
It's been an up and down year. Okay, we went from living in a house, sold our house, changed our lifestyle. We were going to live in an RV for 4 or 5 years, and then when we get back, Sue took sick, so we buy a house, move into a house, and now we're going to go back on the road again. So it's just been like up and down and up and down. It's busy. Even like videos. I put up one video in like 9 weeks now. It's like crazy. But I will get back to it, I promise.
Jane says she has to get a new tooth put on one of her implants. Oh boy.
Oh.
So Tim says, so we getting gold teeth this time, Jane? Fort Myers always gets hit.
Jane's
badly.
going to the east coast of USA. Well, if you're anywhere near Massachusetts, Jane, and you're going to be here in the next couple of weeks, let us know, okay?
Down to South Carolina, you'll have to stop and see Carol in North Carolina.
You're right. We do have a home base anyways, Steve, and we were going to buy something sooner or later anyways, and the prices aren't getting any cheaper. So You're right. It all worked out. There's a reason for it. And You're right. We do have a home base. So we have a place. Next summer, we're going to spend, Friday nights, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at my dad's, hanging out with him. And then we're going to spend the rest of the week here because I'm closer to work. So on the days when I work, we'll stay here, right, Sue? And then on the days when I don't, we'll stay in Little Compton with my dad next year. So we'll still be living in the RV next summer. We actually lived in the RV this summer also, but we ended up staying here in the house because back and forth and back and forth and back and forth trying to get organized, trying to get this house done was just maddening. So we ended up just hunkering down here at the house, getting her done, getting all the stuff that we need to get done. The next year we won't have so much of that. We'll be able to go over and hang out a little in Rhode Island with my dad, and we love it over there. It's quiet, nice. It is quiet, and nice here. We love it here too.
Right.
But we love it over there. We like hanging with my dad too. He's a funny old guy.
We now have 4 weeks to go. We have 4 weeks to get finicky franny. I want to totally go through and take out what we don't need.
25 days.
So
you have 3 weeks.
Oh geez, and 4 days.
4 days.
Oh boy. Right, so anyways, I have to go through finicky franny and lighten the load a little bit because we don't have to have all of our stuff.
Both of us are taking some of the stuff out because A, it's not our life right now, and B, anything we didn't use last year is out of there, right? So anything, including any tool. If I didn't use a tool, out of there. I may be sorry about that, but it's out of there. It's done. And then I gotta get Christmas done because I try to get Christmas done and wrapped into the kids before we leave. And I have one little area over here I've still got to reorganize. Yeah, so basically the house is done.
We got things to do.
The only thing we really needed to do for maintenance was to change our fuel oil barrel.
We just did that.
Fuel oil tank. So this week we had a guy come and he took the old one away, installed a brand new 275-gallon tank. And so we should be good for the winter. Yeah. Our new neighbors, they're wonderful people. They're going to come and watch the house for us, step in here once a day, make sure the heat's on, make sure everything looks good, make sure there's no leaks and so forth. So we feel good about leaving the house here. We're going to have somebody right next door. Right. They're wonderful people.
And my son's 6 miles away, so he'll come and check it out.
6 miles away, so if he needed to come, he could come and check it out, So it'll all be good. Yeah. Finicky Franny is going to be just fine. I love that truck. I'm a Ford fan now, and she'll be fine. We'll tool down the Quartzsite. We're going to go to Quartzsite. We're going to hang out. We're going to go back to Tucson for the Ironwood National Monument YouTube meetup for those 4 or 5 days, and then we're going to go directly back to Quartzsite. So basically, we're going to hunker down on Quartzsite. We're probably going to I haven't talked to Sue about it yet, but we might jump into the Class C and go down and spend a week with Tom and Lori down where they are.
Yeah,
we're in the Yuma area, right?
Yeah, we'd love that
because we can actually hang with them now because I don't have to run my generator constantly. Right. So
you should keep your head that way because you get that sun coming in from that other window. No, this way.
All right, let me close the shade.
Sue says the new hurricane coming is Hurricane Milton. It sounds like you, Martin. The funny part, Sue, is that the people at work could never figure out his name, so they call them Milton all the time. So that's just too funny. Yeah, because they called him Milton. They couldn't figure out Martin, so they always called him Milton. And Jane says, Cindy, I'm just plain Jane Christian. There you go.
They said one time in a newsletter because it was a private.
Bob said, Hurricane Martin would be nice to us. He would be just a big blow.
Right. So at Fall River Country Club, after being there for are you listening?
I am.
After being there for 38 years or something, they wrote because they would do a monthly newsletter to all of the membership. And in the membership, they said, we want to thank Milton for all of his hard work on the equipment over the years, not Milton. And first of all, I don't go by the name Merton generally. I go by the name Ronnie at work, right? So they called me Milton. So quite the honor to be called Milton in when they were blowing smoke up my butt. Did I say that?
Tim says everything happens for a reason. God has our path planned out for already. That's so true, Tim. So true. Jane, I had an implant done earlier this year. I'm very happy with it. Yes. Jane has lots of implants, so she knows all about them. Poor thing. I will miss next week's live. I will be in Zion. Oh, we're going to go to Zion Park. Oh, that sounds nice. That's kind of on our bucket list at some point.
Tom says, stop it. No, it's nothing personal, Tom. I'm conscious about my generator with everybody. I don't like to run it if I don't have to because I hate to bother people with it because it's, loud, but,
Cindy said, God is the best healer. And yes, he is. I will attest to that for sure. I have 2 trailers to pack. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. You got a lot to do, Jane, but you probably haven't unpacked them because you guys haven't really stopped all summer. You've been going someplace all summer long.
Cindy Hogan says she's trying to pare down stuff she's been collecting in her bedroom. It's tough. So she's trying to what does that mean? She has 2 of everything
I'm trying to pare down stuff I've been collecting in my bedroom. It's tough. Yeah. Oh, it's always tough. I mean, try doing a house after 48 years of being married. It's even, yeah. I get it totally.
Full and a garage full. I totally get it. And then we moved it all to one storage facility. It wasn't big enough. We moved it to the second storage facility. That one wasn't big enough. We had to get a third one to fit it all because we thought we were going to fit it all. We really did.
And the same guys helped us move it twice. I was going to call them to help us move in here, but we ended up getting other people to help. I kind of felt embarrassed to call them again. Hey, you want to come help us move? They would have been like, no. After twice, no.
Lorna says, that's great, Merton. Thank you. Thank you, Lorna.
Will you go through Ohio? Are we going to go through Ohio so we can go visit Dan and Kathy? On the way home, probably, right?
We can go through Ohio and visit Dan and Kathy because we're going straight to Quartzsite
because he's worried about weather.
But on the way home, we're going to meander. Our plan is, this is just the plan.
It was our plan last year too, but that had to change.
It's only written in sand, okay?
Right.
But our plan is to stop by and see Devil Dog.
Yes.
And stop by and see Bob and Sue.
Yes.
And then see
Carol.
And then we'd love to meet Camping Therapy, Doreen. And yes, Dan and Kathy, we will go up through Ohio to come home. It's not that
and hopefully meet you and
we will meet with you all if you want.
Vanilla Gorilla, Jeff and Tammy at the same time would be fun. So yes, that was last year's plan, but I got sick and my health didn't hold up long enough. So hopefully this year will be a different story. So if the plan, if God willing, we'll see. Don't forget the stained glass supplies.
So Tumbleweed RV, Teresa and Dan are heading to one of Jane's bucket list things to do, and that's the New Mexico hot air balloon. That'd be one of her things.
Oh, yes.
Too.
Yes, we had talked about that's the one we
were going to go last
January,
year,
right?
We were going to go last year on the way to Quartzsite, but it didn't get timed quite right. So we were, and Sue that's been on your radar since we used to go to Utah.
We love, well, in Texas, when we lived in Texas, we went to a couple of them, and there's nothing like it. It's just pretty amazing. Steve said, don't forget the stained glass supplies, Jane. Jane did a really nice class last year of taught us all how to do.
Tim.
Bye, Tim. Take good care.
We're looking forward to seeing you like you can't believe. It won't be long, right?
Wait, is he leaving? Which Tim's leaving?
Tim from CIBU. Got to go. Looking forward to seeing you.
Oh, okay. Because down there he said, hi, Sue. Bye, Sue. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, Tim. Bye, Crystal. Bye, Gracie. Gracie, we're so happy you're doing well.
Love you guys.
We will see you soon. Oh, Cindy says she buys too much at Goodwill. Save things I'll use sometimes, etc. Yeah, I know, Cindy.
I know.
Believe me, ask my daughter. I'm a bit of a pack rat, too.
A bit of a pack rat?
A bit. Jim says, I have a problem with thinning out my tools in my garage. Yeah, he had that was his big thing, was trying to give away his tools.
Melanie said she remembers a hot air balloon thing in a Sonnet when I was really young.
Huh.
William Brody. Welcome, my friend.
Sorry, Mel, I don't remember that.
Thank you so much for stopping by. We're welcome. We're glad to have you aboard. I don't remember that, Mel. No, I'm trying to. I thought we were. Didn't we see some hot air balloons down a long 10-mile drive one time?
I cannot remember, Mel. Give me more details. Was it at like 4th of July? Was it?
I mean, where in the Sonnet would they even be able to launch balloons?
All I can think of is in the park when we used to go to on 4th of July.
That park ain't big enough for balloons.
Yeah, I don't know. Mel, give us more details.
Texas.
Yeah, but she probably wouldn't remember that in Texas, would she?
She might. She was a little baby, but
maybe that's what it was.
We went to a big balloon thing in Texas. That's what
maybe what it was. Yeah, she was really young,
and it was fun to watch. I'll tell you, they all went up at once. It was like amazing. It was beautiful, in fact. If I remember.
It was pretty amazing. Hello, William. I didn't get to say hi to you yet. How you doing? How's Mom doing, William? Hope she's hanging in there.
It was with all them aunts and cousins next to Aunt Rita's. Okay. We're old. We have no memory.
Yep.
It's possible.
Maybe it was one of those years that they just did that. Yeah. Man rule. A guy can never have too many tools. I know.
You're right.
You're right, Jane. Though.
You're right, Jane. Merton, a bit of a pack rat is like being a bit pregnant. You either are or you aren't. That's very true. Very true.
What are you trying to say to me, Jane?
Very well put.
What are you trying to say to me, Jane? It was a 4th of July. Okay. So yeah, they probably had a couple of balloons there or something.
D, I am with you. I have no memory at all. A guy at work yesterday, a couple days ago, came into work, and he was a salesman, and Ed introduced me to him. Okay. I believe his name was John. And I turned around, I walked to my machine, I turned back to talk to the guy. His name was gone. Absolutely gone. I had no clue. I thought it was Alfonso or something. I have no
Everybody's
idea.
Alfonso to him. I don't know where he comes up with that name. So it's tough, D, I swear. I'm really good with faces. I'm not good with names.
I'm perfect with faces.
Although there was that one salesman guy that you couldn't remember who he was. He had to tell you who he was.
Yeah, because he was so old looking.
That's why.
I haven't seen him in 42 years. So, 40 years. So, yeah. He was upset, too. He's like, look at me. Take away the gray hair. I'm going to take off the glasses. Look at me. He says, look at me. And I could not remember the guy's name. It was absolutely horrible. I felt so bad. And we used to be really good friends. Well, not friends. He was a salesman, so we were friendly as a salesman and a person who bought things off him. You know how that goes. And no idea who that guy was. I am so sorry.
Andrew's Northwest Coins. Hello, how are you today? Good afternoon, everyone from Shishmoff, Alaska. Oh,
whoa.
1:37 p.m. Oh my God, you're up late.
Tony, you are so funny. I carry an ID on me, so I know who I am. LOL.
Good one.
Yep. There was no such thing as too much tools, Steve. You are absolutely correct on that.
I do have a catalog in my head. I don't forget my stuff. I have to say, I have to give myself credit there because I don't forget my stuff.
And it is.
In fact, one thing that's missing from here is it was in the house when we moved into it. When we bought our house, it was a ship. It was a wooden ship that they had made. Someone had made, and he loved it. I was gonna give it a KO.
It was a wooden ship with built-in like little shelves.
Yeah.
And Sue had trinkets on it. You know.
It was I was gonna get ready to. I really liked that, so it stayed. And it was something he really, you know,
I really liked it. It was
when we
cool.
were going through stuff.
It was homemade. You'll never see nothing like it.
When we were going through stuff, he wanted that. So, and when we got here, I was kind of looking at my stuff and, you know, seeing what things were in the other house and where they are now. And then I went, oh my God, the ship's missing. So somehow the ship got lost. I don't know what happened to it.
No idea how. We have a new friend, I think, Sue, on board. Andrew's North.
Yeah, the coins.
West coins.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Very much so.
Welcome. Yeah, that is a shame, Alana, because I really liked it. You could tell it was homemade because on the back of it you could see where they traced everything out.
Yeah, it was nice.
They took a jigsaw and cut it all out, and it was well constructed, and it looked kind of like a Mayflower ship.
They did, yeah, with the sails and stuff. Jane said that there's going to be a hot air balloon in Alberta. Oh, that'll be fun, Jane.
Dee, we love you and thank you for stopping by, and we cannot wait to meet you when we get to Quartzsite, meet up with you, and please come out and camp with us. I beg you, come out and camp with us. We would love it. We would just love it. It would just be so much fun.
Bye, Dee.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Dee.
Give Maxie a little kiss for us.
Yes, please. A little pat, a little kiss, please. Such a cutie, that little dog.
Steve says, yep, if you can buy a tool and save money repairing like Mobang, it's okay to collect them. Very true. That's one difference between his collections and mine. Mine are useless. I just look at them because they're pretty. He actually makes them work. So you're right, Steve.
Andrew says, was going to carve walrus ivy earrings today. Got busy on other things. Wow. That's really cool. Wow. Very cool.
That's very impressive. I would love to see them.
Yeah, me too.
We'll have to come over. I'm sure you have a YouTube channel. We'll have to come check it out and see. Maybe you'll show them when you get them done. Steve said he'll have to tattoo Oki's number on his arm just in case I get lost in the tool store. The ladies never forget what or when the husband screwed up. Oh, well, that's always true, too.
Yep.
I lost my mind and never did figure out where I went. I can get that, Bob. I really do.
I don't know, Jane. Jane, you are too funny. You are a woman after my own heart, I must say. I can hardly wait to get back to humor and shop at the Harbor Freight, she said.
That is one woman that loves Harbor Freight.
And that is one woman that loves tools.
She does love tools.
She does love tools.
And she's so good with them, too.
And she is good with them. Yes, ma'am.
I have to say, she taught the stained glass class, and I have two left hands. It's like two left hands when it comes to working with tools. And Jane is like, no, do it like this, not butter and bread. You do it. And she ended up doing mine for me because I was so useless at it. So
here's the thing, guys. Okay, we need to go over after we leave here. Everybody go over and check out Andrew's Northeast Coins and check out some of his videos because he has videos on carving ivory. So that sounds pretty interesting to me. I'm going to check that out. I suggest you all do the same.
That sounds
If
good.
anybody in here can get a link to that, Sue, if you're here or somebody can get a link to that and put it up, we would appreciate it.
Oh, he has videos on carving.
Tim,
okay.
Thank you, Tim. Tim just put up a link.
Thank you, Tim.
So if anybody wants to, they can click on that and go over and watch somebody do some ivory carving, which is amazing to me.
I know.
I'll tell you, I can't do nothing like that. I can use a hammer and a 9/16 wrench, and that's about as far as I get with any kind of.
Yeah, you've never been into carving.
I've never been.
You'd be good at it.
I'm not good at like. I would not. So
you probably would have patience.
You think I'd be good at everything?
You are good at anything you put your mind to it.
I could never.
If you had the patience to do it.
If I had the patience.
I don't know about patience.
To do a lot of things.
Right. But you are very talented to the point where you could do anything that you put your mind to, for sure.
Jane just subscribed to Andrew too, so thank you, Jane.
Oh, look at that! He said, "Yes, let's go." I'm 6 away from 2K. Oh, we'll definitely be over there to visit you.
Tony loves carving, so he'll be over to check you out.
Oh, Jane already subscribed, Andrew. Yay! So you got 5 more to go. Oh, and yeah, so
he lives on a sandbar. He lives on a sandbar 3 miles long and a half mile wide island, and is 5 miles away from the mainland in Alaska, on the Chukchi C. So you all
Wow.
should go
Wow.
over and check out his channel. It sounds very interesting to me.
Now I wonder if he's near where Melody and Ryan are.
I don't know. It's a big state, so
it is a very big state.
Huge,
but they're way out
state.
way out in an island too.
Well, it's a small world though, so they might be near each other.
What is their channel name? Melody and Ryan is oh shoot.
The Homestead.
Holmes, something HOLMSE,
Holmes Homestead or something.
Something. I'm gonna remember that, guys. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Tony. Tony went over and subbed too. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. That's two down.
That's 2 down.
4 more to go. Harbor Freight is addicting. I got lost in there because I can't see over my full basket, and that's tough for Steve because Steve's a tall guy.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I could spend 2 hours in that place easy. It's my favorite store, other than maybe I also enjoy very much so. I enjoy Tractor Supply because they have a little bit of everything in that place. I'll tell you.
Tim says, "LOL, Sue, the fastest gun on the West." That's Tim got it done before Sue got to put it up.
Steve. Steve went over and subbed. Thank you, Tim.
You,
Tim went over and subbed too. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, we're down to 3 more.
We love it when we see people helping each other.
He's a native Alaskan Eskimo.
Oh wow! Oh, that's really cool.
That is very cool. I was wondering because only natives can carve the ivory. Correct? I think that's
true.
What we've read. Oh, My Wild Home. Thank you very much.
My Wild Home. Yeah, right.
Thank you so much.
You think of that? We watched a lot of their videos.
I know. I knew.
We watched a lot of their videos.
Yep. Steve went over and subbed too. So yay! So you might have your 5 before your 6 before the day's up here, before the hour's up.
Whoa, that sounds good. I don't know.
Yeah, Anchorage is a beautiful place, isn't it?
Living onions with mashed potatoes and homemade biscuits with sweet potato pie. I don't know who's getting that. I missed the conversation.
William, question. I'm sending liver and onions with mashed potatoes and homemade biscuits with sweet potato pie. Oh boy. How is Mom, William? I don't think I missed it, but I don't think you put it up there yet. But how is she doing?
And Lorna says,
I would love to visit Alaska too.
Alaska. You are not the only one.
That's one of the things on my bucket list. But
I'd be too damn cold, I must say. I mean, even in the summer.
Even in the summer, it's pretty cold.
I mean,
because
but it would be worth it. It would be worth it.
Jawhead and Ginger just came back from there, and every time they showed a picture, she was always wearing a sweatshirt.
Oh, absolutely.
Even
in July, it's.
You'd be needing your heated
my
coat
heated
for
coat.
sure.
I mean, I'd have to have a heated vest with a heated coat. Yeah.
Oh, Andrew says, thank you, everyone. Anchorage has a zoo. It's amazing.
Jane says Anchorage has a wonderful zoo. Can you imagine that? Who would think, right?
Right. I mean, and the cold that the animals could handle it.
Well, they're out there, and that's
in the winter, but even in the summer, it's not that warm. The amazing work of the community. I see 2K. Thank you, everyone. Awesome! Yay! Congratulations, 2K. Good for you.
Thank you for stopping by too.
Thank you.
How did you find us?
I think he said, wasn't he the one that said that through Sue?
Oh, yeah.
Sue.
Okay, yeah. You did tell us that.
Yes.
Right. It's amazing. We have people from Scotland and Ireland,
right,
and Europe and Thailand and Vietnam, and I mean, from Germany, Alaska.
Yeah,
we're
very proud of all our friends.
States from all over the United States. It just amazes us. It all started with a crazy little video of my dog, and the next thing you know, we have a YouTube channel.
Oh, Jane said we might be going to Alaska next year, maybe.
Wow.
Yay, Jane.
Wow.
One doesn't mind the cold. I don't like cold. I don't like the heat. If I had to choose, I think I'd choose cold. Not snow, but cold. If I had to choose. But I prefer it in between. Like today's weather was perfect. Although when we got to the RV today, it was cold in there. It was like, whoa, we had to turn the heat on. Mom's in assisted living now. Her hemoglobin at 6 doesn't take blood, but hanging in there.
Steve, he likes cold if it doesn't get below 65. Oh, that's too bad, huh?
Dan said, outer space at least. That's where Kathy says I am from.
So Andrew hunts. That's how he survives. He
hunts
walrus and seals and polar bears and caribou and reindeer, muskox, wolves, wolverines for a living. We mostly eat traditional foods.
Oh, there you go.
What a wonderful way to live. That's all I can say.
And now the wolverines, they're supposed to be hard to to deal with, aren't they? From what we watch a lot of nature shows and stuff like that, and a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, that's one thing we've heard.
Me and Merton like the heat. You're not kidding. My 141 heating coat is like a game changer to me. I just had it on in the house a little while ago. I got cold. Yeah.
Yes, Dan. We all have setting prayers for William's mom. That she.
This one here is telling me I need iron pills.
I think you do need iron pills. You're way too cold. Melanie, do you agree? Let's gang up on him. I told him he's got.
Not on
his
YouTube.
Last blood
Nobody's
test,
ganging up on me on YouTube.
His last blood test years ago, he said the doctor said he needed to take blood iron pills.
I don't know why iron would make me warm.
Because it builds your blood up. William, I hope your mom has settled in there. Yes, hopefully she'll settle in nicely.
Prayers for William's mom for sure. Melanie agreed. Melanie agrees.
Cindy said William, she will politely decline the dinner.
Melanie agrees. I need iron.
See? I knew she would. She always agrees with her mother.
Not always.
Nope. Cindy doesn't like liver. I'm with Cindy. I don't like liver either. Yes, I agree, William. I've always heard that hunting wolverine is very hard, and they're very mean animals.
They're nasty animals. They'll kill you, I guess, from what I understand. If you don't. Low candy bar levels. I absolutely, Steve. I think
he hasn't been eating
another like, I don't know, a whole package of Reese's Pieces a day. I think would work.
Have you been eating them at work?
Yeah, every day.
Oh, you have been eating them. Oh, maybe that's his problem.
I get free Reese's Pieces at work.
His boss said that, and I don't think his boss realized how much he eats in chocolate. So they run out, and he'll be like, there's no candy bars in the store.
I complained about a month ago to my boss because they ran out of Reese's Pieces in the pro shop. I said, this is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. He said, what do you mean? What do you mean? I said, there's no Reese's Pieces in the pro shop. Unacceptable. And I drove away, right? And so since then, he makes his guy, when he goes shopping, he buys two big packages of Reese's Pieces, so I never run out. Hey, a man needs his caffeine and his chocolate.
Jane says she likes her liver in stewed tomatoes.
I do, Jane. I have a package a day. Yes, ma'am. Lorna, I love them. Yes, ma'am.
William said, Cindy, how about pork chops smothered with rice? Now, that sounds good to me. I would like that. So Cindy and I have the same taste, I think.
Oh, Sue, you're killing me. You're kidding me. That sounds delicious. Bob bought an ice cream maker for my birthday. He made Reese's peanut butter cup ice cream. Oh, my.
I bet it was good.
God.
There's nothing like homemade ice cream. We had bought an ice cream machine for years ago, and there was nothing like that homemade ice cream, I have to say.
Yeah, Cindy, I don't know. Somebody said they're not a rice fan. I'm not really a rice fan either, Cindy. I mean, I'll eat it.
I like rice.
If it's on, Susie likes it. A lot of people like it, but it's okay.
Jane said Merton has a package a day, right? Yep, he does. I haven't been buying them because he's telling me not to buy them. Three Musketeers. Yep. He likes those two.
So Lorna said, Sue, I meant to say a belated happy birthday. Is that to you? Or is Sue having a belated birthday?
Sue's birthday was before mine. So either one of us, we both thank you.
Thank you.
We both thank you for that. Pork chop's okay with the rest of the liver dinner. Not a rice fan. I also carve Macedon ivory we find on the beach in riverbanks. Whoa, that's really cool.
That is really cool.
And he also said, which I missed that one right here. He said, William, yes and no. My family's been hunting that passed down from generation to generation. So I guess they're used to doing the what were we talking about? Sorry, guys, go on. The
Ivory?
Wolverines.
Oh, the Wolverines, yeah.
So to him, that's not hard to do then because he's been doing it for so many years as a kid.
Mel said, had fun at the Beans in the Hole. Too bad you didn't join us.
Oh, yeah. So Beans in the Hole is it's an old, it's I guess 100-year-old. So it's a 100-year-old Friends meeting house church, and they do a big clam bake in the summer that they do like the way they did it 100 years ago. They have the rocks. My son-in-law put a picture up. It was amazing to see. And my daughter and son-in-law help out. There's a lot of friends of my son-in-law, so they go and help out. And then they also do this Beans in the Hole, which I guess they dig a hole and
they make homemade baked beans down in a hole.
And they bury it in a hole overnight.
And they have ham with it. Yeah.
So it's been cooking since yesterday afternoon. I was supposed to go, but ended up not going because it worked out good anyway. So I got all things done at the RV. I should have gone.
Guilty as charged, Steve.
Yes.
Guilty as charged. He says Merton has got him hooked on payday bars. That's her fault because she bought us payday bars.
Oh, that's right. I did.
Big giant ones too, right, Steve? They were delicious. They are delicious. I love payday bars.
I bet it was good too, Mel. But the other thing I thought was I'm supposed to be watching my sodium, and beans and ham are probably two things I probably shouldn't be.
Homemade beans don't have a lot of salt. Canned beans do.
Oh, maybe.
So homemade beans.
But the ham, and the ham might not have either. But maybe next year, Mel, I'll go. It's just we're trying to get the camper ready to. He's got to make it roll tomorrow, so I had to make sure I got my part of it done.
William Brody, butter pecan ice cream with melted wheat is awesome. That sounds like a good combination to me. Yummy, yummy, yummy. William is right.
Sue says, thank you, Lorna. We went out for my birthday and Bob picked up a bug. Oh no. He had a sore throat for a week and has had a cough for almost a month. I finally got over my chest cold. Oh, that's too bad. I hate when you go out. We went out we went Monday for my son's birthday. He turned 48. Oh boy.
Right.
And we went out and he had the same exact thing at the same restaurant. And then we went out on Friday night to have the same thing again. And somehow there must have been a little cross-contamination for his gluten. And he has not been feeling well since.
So Andrew says that on October 24th, his son Ponchos has his 11th birthday and his 10th anniversary with his wife at the same time.
Very nice.
So everybody wish Andrew a happy anniversary for the 24th and his son Poncho's birthday.
Happy birthday.
11th birthday. A little tight, right? What a place to go up in Alaska hunting and fishing.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
I know.
What a life.
And we had a shot. We got invited to go. One of the ladies we met, we did a story on her, Judy Hall. She invited us to come up there. She has a place up there. But it's just, we just haven't been able to do it because you got to go like April is the time to go, April to May. So it's just hard with him working and stuff. It's hard. I told her, I said, we'll come in a couple of years. She looked at me. She goes, I'm 94. How many years do you think I got left? She was really a crazy lady. We really liked meeting her. We'll have to stop by. We'll stop by and see her when we're going through Texas.
Andrew's 17 years with his wife coming up on the 24th.
Oh, there you go.
That's very, very cool.
Very nice. Happy birthday and happy anniversary there, telling you. My hubby called me 4 days ago to say he was feeling like a cold and we prayed over the phone, and next day he felt better.
Amen,
awesome, Jane. Amen. Anybody needs
Jane helped heal my shoulder. My shoulder's been feeling a lot better. She prayed for my shoulder way back. Well, I don't know. I want to say 7 months ago. And while it's not perfect, boy, I'll tell you what, it definitely is a lot better.
Yeah. Jane's a great lady. If you need it, if you got something, Jane will help pray for you, and she's really good at it.
She is.
Congratulations, Andrew, for sure. Awesome, Jane. Not having a sickie come home to me. I was not having a sickie come home to me.
Who said that?
Jane. Jane, you're too funny.
Anyways, guys, we love all of you, and our hour is going to be up here in about 60 seconds. But we appreciate you all coming. We thank Andrew and all the other people that came for the first time.
Yes, for sure.
If you can think of them, Sue, think of them. We're going to go back in the chat. We're going to look them up, and we're going to look up their channels and subscribe.
Just before we go, Andrew says he has 6 kids together with his wife, and he has 11 kids total, 5 adult kids living on their own. My gosh, you have a full house.
Wow.
Full house.
And you've got some nerves left, right? After all those kids?
Right. Can Jane fix old age? LOL.
Yeah.
I bet she can make the creaks go away, Steve. Give her, next time you see her, ask her to send you some of her mojo.
She may.
Much love and prayers for everyone. Thank you, William.
Anyways,
and sending prayers for your mom. And thank you, everyone. We so appreciate all coming to visit us.
We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
We do love you guys.
And
God bless everyone.
Sue stays healthy, and we're heading to Quartzsite. So.
And Bob and Sue and anyone else in the hurricane's path, please be safe. And we're sending prayers.
For anybody that's in the hurricane's path, yes. Please.
And all the people who have been hurt by the last hurricane that went by. There's just so much devastation. So we lift all of you guys up in our prayers. So everyone take good care.
Bye, Tom. Bye, Lori, if you're there.
Bye, Tom and
We
Lori.
love you all, guys. We love you guys. We love all you guys. Bye, Steve. Bye, everybody. Bye, Tim. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Take good care. Have a great week, everyone.